Star Wars Andor Season 2 Finale. Welcome to Mirror Domains, and indeed, this is my Andor Season 2 Star Wars Finale, guys. Season 2, Episode 12 already. I can't believe it. It's been like just over a month now, and I've been loving this series. Let's wrap this up. You guys know I can't show you the entire show here on the side because of copyright, but I'll do my best with my little tips and tricks to let you know where I'm at within the episode so you can follow along with your copy. It's meant for you to take a window of your own, place it up over mine, we will sync it together, and forever we can watch Andor. And the series finale. I can't believe it's already over, guys. I'm hitting play, and we are underway. So, we just left with Andor coming to save Clea. And she didn't want to leave.
You're keeping Luthen alive.
Big words.
Although
Rest there
As a prisoner.
as a hero.
she doesn't want to go to Yavin, right? And guys, in case I leave the audio on a bit too long, I'll mute that part and put it up in post afterwards because I just think I left it on for a bit too long there. And the bad guys are just coming up. They were on the floor below, so they're going to be fighting their way out. K2 was just on the way in to save them. This episode is called Jedha, Kyber, and Erso. Console hissing. Yeah, we know K2 came in for the save. I think these guys are just going to get wrecked. Now, how is K2 going to get up there? Is he just going to go on the outside and climb up? That'll be fun to see, right? Really interested to see Yerta here come. He's part of this task force. He wants a piece of the action. You thought that he would just be behind wanting to be like the commander of it. So destroying the evidence for what it's worth, I suppose. This episode is just 40 minutes long. So we'll be out of here by 3 o'clock. That'll wrap us up. Cinematography, though. It doesn't look like the same floor, though. I think it's the different building. I'm guessing that it's the wrong building, right? Like, it looks like there's a different complex there. Uh-oh. No, it is. Is this why Melchi wasn't around in Rogue One? This guy's certainly,
Open hands, and I need to see them now.
he's gonna ruin his voice box. Yeah, no comms. Can't hear you. Oh, yeah. Stun grenade? It got him, though. You can't hear anything. Ears ringing. Here we go.
What's the closest tag?
Is this her nose done? Oh yeah, he's no, yeah, he's there's no doubt about that. And now he's done. Wow. Okay, so K2 comes in for the save at 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I've cleared a path. Yeah. So, gotta make an escape, and it looks like Claire doesn't really have a choice now, right? She's out. I did question the wisdom. I think maybe she felt like her purpose was done, so she kind of felt like I'll go down with the ship kind of thing. Oh god, that looks so crisp. That looks so awesome.
My value have been erased.
Speed up now.
Now we know about your value, K2. We know. Said you're welcome. And he didn't get any acknowledgement there. So it looks like they get all the way back to Yavin here. How are we going to wrap this up? What do we need to know? We need to figure out how he is going to put a cap on this. Are we going to get a Mads Mikkelsen cameo? And what's going to happen to Dedra? Is she going to get... I'm guessing she will.
I'm being scolded for troubling you. I'm reminded.
Saw Gerrera?
Transports. We're trying to share what we hear about how.
Yeah, he was on Jedha, right? Because that's where he meets his end.
Sight. Keep hijacking these transports. And
Saw always played by his own rules, right? Saw doesn't trust them for some reason. I never understood that part. Now, because maybe I never watched Rebels or anything. I question his sanity with his speech of breathing in all that stuff. Radis. We know Radis from the Scarif assault. Oh, there's Radish. Cool. The Radish maneuver. Using the Corvette. Yeah. He's worried about getting shot down here. I would just show your face, show some kind of proof, some kind of evidence. He waves to them. Well, they did escort it in, though. I think they must have recognized the markings. And Draven's going to have to say his piece here. Say, this is against protocol, right? She needs a doctor. Draven's going to dress him down. We can forego the comfortableness here, right? Of, I need to hold you in prison cell.
Quorum.
They'll be back soon enough.
Yep.
It's what I learned when I got there that made us come back so recklessly.
Within his death. Yeah. Yeah.
She's been taken to the infirmary.
Is she all right?
Project was the cover story for the manufacture of a weapon.
She's back too, right? She was in Rogue One.
Finish.
Named Galen Erso.
Galen Erso.
All of this could...
Is it a problem that Luthen?
It's everything I know about Luthen that makes me believe this is real.
We're talking...
Mothma trusts Luthen, though, I think, right? Because they had a closer relationship. And we know that some of them have disdain for Luthen. Hmm.
To hear him run down by people who have given up.
Hmm. Andor's getting a little hot. Yeah. So, it's strange that Andor never learned through rumors what he was making while in prison. Yeah, because he was also making that stuff, right?
Afraid it's just as easy to believe that Luthen was the one being played.
Misinformation, you think? You think this was all misinformation? So Bail Organa's questioning this.
Now, Captain Andor, you are forbidden from accessing your ship.
So they're confining him to quarters. But they're obviously going to send him on a mission that we saw at the beginning of Rogue One to go help this guy. She grants it. Mothma has some sympathy for him. Where are we at? Sorry, guys. 20 minutes in, just over the 20-minute mark. 20 minutes and 40 seconds.
Not exactly the hero's welcome I promised, was it?
You're alive. You can still fight. You can still be of value. She's a fighter. Val? Is that Val? Yeah. Val and Mothma. Yeah, because Val worked with Luthen as well, right? You should stop saving people. Andor's done a lot.
Information. I won't share it.
Okay, so she's running a test here. If the story will be the same, right? So that she can trust Andor. And we know that eventually she does. This show made me fall, Connor Williams said. Willem.
You made it worth it.
Wilmon. Wilmon. Now I'm missing those two. This show made me fall back in love with Star Wars again. Yeah, it's been absolutely stellar storytelling, Connor. Caffrine. Oh, Caffrine was the planet that he was on, right? At the beginning of Rogue One, that we went back and watched there at the end of episode 11 there. At the end of episode 11 there, guys, we went back and watched that opening scene again. I just wanted to confirm the planet that he was on at the beginning.
Just this once.
So he's offering her a drink to Luthen. To Luthen?
Gone.
Cinta. That one hurts. Marva.
I believe you would.
Is this going to be the last conversation between these two? Oh, she's telling him. Yeah.
Does it matter what he did to us?
Yeah. Luthen did pay a lot, right? We need to know what happens to Dedra. Connor, the best thing about this show is that everything has such weight, and even tertiary characters are given some level of characterization. Yes, true. Like Vel, we know Vel's weight here, right? It truly makes the world feel alive. It does. And that first episode back in episode 10, we learned a lot more about Clea here. I don't think she's going to do anything reckless. I'm thinking she's just going to run or just leave.
I know this already.
Freedom is a pure idea.
Remember that the frontier of the rebellion is everywhere.
Is this Dedra? Did she get out of... Doesn't look like her. Looks like that older guy. Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
Legret. So he's got to go in front of the Emperor? Are they charging him with conspiracy? Or with, like, obstruction? Because he had mentored Dedra? Is that what's happening here? Because there's we know that the Emperor wants to put the kibosh on everything about, like, keeping the weapons secret, right? Is he gonna just off himself? Wow. That almost looks like Han Solo's blaster. Oh, and he knew it. He knew what he was going to do. So then that doesn't bode well for Dedra. But the hammer's coming down. We are at 2920 bits. Nobody knows where she is. She just took off. And if I leave the audio on too long, guys, or something, I'll mute it and put it in post. He wanted to leave, but she left so that he would stay.
Maybe.
She'd be the only place that I'd want to be. I don't. And I'm glad that not all of them, it looks like not all of them are going to die here. So if Val lives, and we know that Bix is out there somewhere, it leaves some interesting possibilities for maybe like a follow-up series of them learning Andor's demise and the fallout, right? Val and Clea? She looks like she's like shell shocked, right? Clea? Just be totally bewildered. It's tiring saying that it has to be done. Know your way out before you go in. Val's cousin. The rain helps set that dreary mood, right? Everybody's kind of down here. It's going to end with some kind of level of hope, right? He wants to have a talk with him. Tivik.
Sound promising.
Okay, so he goes to Tivik to try to silence them from exposing the plan, right? So yeah, that's what he said. Hold on, I'm gonna rewind that.
How do I get to Kafrine?
Okay, so that puts that into motion. He goes to Tivik to silence him. That's why he says, "Are you sure that it's about this weapon? Are you sure it's about this Death Star thing?" Right? I think that Clea's espionage cell was so compartmentalized, she has lost her purpose without Luthen. Yeah. This is about. He's dreaming about his sister? We haven't seen that storyline in a while, have we? We need to know what happened to Dedra. I'm guessing that she's just... Bail? Hmm. $34, guys.
I want to go down swinging.
Unfortunately, Bail, I don't think you're going to go down swinging. Unless we find out somehow that Bail wasn't on Alderaan when it gets blown up. Which is possible. May the Force be with you. We know how he feels about the Force. And he's going to take that guy out, right? Tivik. Oh, hey, there's that guy. He falls in Scarif. Does this feel like the finale? Mothma and Val. Does this... I guess it sort of does. Okay, yeah, Mothma's other half. It looks like he's found somebody else to be with. Looks like he's drowning in his sorrows, hitting the bottle. That happens to the best of us. There's Dedra. Okay, I need to know what's going on with her. Oh, she's wearing one of those suits. She on that planet. She's on that prison planet. So there could be a story there if Dedra's on that prison planet of her joining the rebellion at some point, maybe. Yeah. I can't believe that they just shut her down all like that. Oh, yeah. And she's completely broken there. Crying. That's the force healer, right? There's Saw looking out the window there. We know that's the same window that he's looking out when he meets his demise. It kind of makes me want to watch Rogue One right away. I think that's the point. Krennic. Overlooking the Death Star. That's it.
The Ring of Kafrine.
Tivik, yep. And this is it. This is Andor series, guys. Did it end the way that you wanted it to? Do you feel satisfied about all the answers? I kind of wanted more for Dedra. I want her being put in prison. I guess it's leaving the door open for more possibilities, I suppose. But that's it. Fade to black. Hey, B2. Yeah, what happened to him? We never saw him. More, I win. Are we going to see somebody look up and see the Death Star? Is that how it's going to end? Bix? Oh, yeah. And she's got a kid. Andor's kid, right? That's people thought that maybe that's why she left. Because if he had a kid, then if he knew that he had a kid, then he would definitely come with her. He would go and be there instead of being part of the rebellion. It's a bit heartbreaking, though, isn't it? I like the quiet music. She's sad. Is that it? That's it. Wow. So we know what happened to Bix. I like how smart this is. How they did wrap us up. They did give us answers. They didn't have to spell it out for us that Pradagaz and her were going to suffer the consequences of having this leaked information kind of get out there, right? Like there could have been a little bit more story for that, a little bit more elaboration on that stuff. But I think this was a necessary way to go. It does leave some interesting stuff there to have it open for, okay, does she ever get some kind of resolution, some kind of resolve? It would kind of be cool, because you can't escape this place now, right? That was good. As far as this season went, I thought it was a success. I'm just like so thankful as Star Wars fans, my gratitude that they were allowed to make this and make this with such vigor and tone, like that you can make Star Wars stories not just for kids and have them appeal. Like, okay, if you want to make kid stuff, they made that kid story, right? Skeleton Crew, right? Okay, but then Andor does have that serious, more tone to it. And I think it's going to resonate more with people when you do take this tone, because you're realizing that you're taking it seriously, right? It's not all slapstick kind of stuff of, I'm sorry, are you on the phone with me? Yeah, like this stuff like the beginning of Last Jedi. No, you don't need to make that kind of joke kind of stuff. You got to give praise to Diego Luna, though, right, for his performance here. Because if he wasn't able to sell this the way that he did, we wouldn't have gone on board with it, and we wanted to see this journey with him. Like, out of all the characters, was he the most fascinating one out of Rogue One? My initial answer was no, I want to see Chirrut, right? The blind guy. I want to see more of them because they're fun to watch. But then this makes a little bit more sense. And I'm glad that we got to see more of the formation of the rebellion behind the scenes and stuff like that. We know that B2 is okay. We know Bix is okay. So, could they possibly retcon Rogue One in a way for her to come save him at the end? I don't know. It's possible, but I don't think that would work. I think I'd rather just have them learn about his death and have it move on from there, because it's absolutely beautiful. Our Glass Viking says, I saw online that they joked that Andor's child was Poe Dameron. Oh God, I hope not. Wait, would that make sense though? Poe Dameron, would he be that age? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so though. I don't think that, I know people like to make ties in like that, but I don't think it matters. Good stuff. Absolutely great stuff. That's I know that the tomato meter on this stuff, 98 by critics, 85 by the audience, and I got to echo that too. It's a really well-rounded series. An ambitious, spectacular, poignant, emotionally crushing, and very timely season that not only cements this show as the best Star Wars story, but also as the best TV shows of a decade. Yeah, well, my favorite arc though is 7, 8, and 9, the Gorman Massacre, just because it's just so powerful. I love all the Mon Mothma stuff, right? Arglass says, no sense. The Last Jedi was like 70 years after the Battle of Yavin. Yeah. Yeah, no, that one. The less we talk about The Last Jedi, the better. That's the way that I always look at it. And a lot of that's just because they know that they didn't have a plan. They didn't know what they were going to do with that, right? So this is peak Star Wars. Sergio says, this is what fans have been waiting for. This story is brilliant from the very beginning to the very end. What an amazing ride this was. I'm so glad someone is taking this seriously, probably was what they said. But yeah, I got to echo that. Very well done. Overall, Diego Luna, Stellan Skarsgård, Luthen, great job. Genevieve O'Reilly is Mon Mothma. The more I think about that dancing scene and like her accepting, like, you know, I'm part of the rebellion and bad things are going to happen. So haunting. Adria Arjona, Bix, also cool. Saw Gerrera. Forrest Whitaker, always awesome. Good stuff. Okay, guys. Hey, thank you for joining me on this series. Where do we go from here for Star Wars, right? There's going to be some more movies coming out. But maybe we should watch Rogue One. Maybe in the next week or so we can do Rogue One and just follow this up. I can tee that up. I can't. Maybe next week we can do that, guys. Maybe next Monday or something. We'll do Rogue One here on the channel, and maybe that'll give us a sense of conclusion here for this series. And I'll tag it for or the playlist that you can follow for the Andor series. Great stuff. Because I was told that you will watch Rogue One differently now that Andor is in the books. It was well worth the journey, for sure. Thank you for joining me in the live chats. Connor Williams, Our Glass Vikings, others in the past, Byford the Hobbit, Chris Schober, and all those who have joined us in past watch-alongs. Okay, so if you like this kind of stuff, guys, come join us here on the channel, because we just reacted to the new Superman trailer. That's up on the channel right now as well. We got movie reviews for Clown in the Cornfield, and movie reactions for Tenants and In Flight. Of course, we have Andor Season 2, Episodes 10, 11, 12 up on the channel right now. Trailer reactions for Ballerina and F1 are up on the channel. We got series reactions for Survivor Season 48, as well as the occasional piece of movie news right here on Mirror Domains. Until next time, guys, good luck, and I'll see you for Rogue One to wrap up the whole Andor series coming in the next week. Have a nice day. You're watching Mirror Domains.